Where did we leave off?
I'm pretty sure it was my turn.
I thought you already went. Jesus.
No.
Hog in the spotlight.
I had all my spells laid out for combat last
Yeah.
time, and now I don't even remember anything I was doing.
Well, luckily, I think your turn just ended, so you have a little bit of time to think about it.
Oh, what did I do?
Heal? Did you heal? Is that a thing?
Well,
I think you were reaching around. You're doing a reach around.
He
old round
was.
reach.
Hey, I'm pretty certain he snuggled up behind me and then fucking...
So he could heal you or something.
I don't have anything. But I went hardware rather than software today. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Natty19 Podcast. I'm Jonathan Marshall, and we're back again for episode number 80. Wow.
80.
Wow.
Dude, unreal. I know.
Jesus,
Genarians.
a year and a half.
Is that
It's been.
so?
Yeah, it makes summertime.
Yeah.
First day of summer was Friday, guys.
Right. I don't know about you guys, but we've been busy as shit with summer.
Yeah.
Just so many things to do nowadays.
I can't wait till this month is over.
I love yard work, man. For the first half of summer,
We haven't
revel in it.
even got to the fun part
Yeah.
of our yard work
Yeah.
though. It's like we're in like
the planting and shit phase.
I'm still running sump pumps from spring flooding.
Oh shit,
Damn,
Yeah, I got bad flooding in my place.
that stresses. That's stressful, dude.
music.
That
It
would
is
stress me
stressful,
out.
K-Way, this is the first episode of the summer. What do you got going on over there in Texas?
I don't know. Who knows? My life is fucking crazy right now.
Yeah. Just rubbing his
No
eyes.
time to focus on the weather. You're just like in your pods all the time.
Are you fucking kidding me? It is so goddamn hot. Like,
It's been summer
I
down
wanted-
there for 4 months.
I wanted to pass out on the steps of my fucking work today. As soon as I walked outside, like the heat hit me, and I was ready to fall out. I don't know.
Texas is not a good place to be a goth.
That's a big
No,
Texas
it is not.
That's a Texas 10-4.
I almost had to take off my straitjacket. I was like, Jesus.
I had to take the straps off the back of my dog pile pants.
Downgrade to a smaller wallet chain.
Take off the black makeup.
So we're going into episode 80 of the Natty19 Podcast, first episode of the summer for us. As far as recording goes, you guys probably aren't going to hear this for like 3 weeks or so.
About that.
Yeah, because especially before summer, I think it's incredibly important to stockpile episodes. You don't know when people are going to be missing weekends and this and that. So we're trying to get episode cushions, especially with technical difficulties like the one we had a few episodes ago.
Got 4th of July weekend coming up, right?
Yeah, exactly. You know, summer is like summer. So we're trying to pre-record a bunch of these episodes. We've been going hard when we can. So yeah, let's get into this. Let's get some music going.
Hopefully you're listening to these on your way to the beach or to do something fun.
Ooh, the roller rink. Get out there, get out there and get some skating. Get some skating in this summer.
Or you go to the drive-in.
All right, get the music going. Let's kick this off. Recap. Here we are again, back on level 2 of the Tomb of Annihilation. What happened? Okay, the past couple episodes have been pretty solid combat episodes, I believe.
Yeah, let's crush these guys. Get out of here.
So level 2 of the Tomb of Annihilation so far has come out combat heavy, at least That's just, there was a couple stairways you could have went down. You guys ended up resting in the restroom and then proceeded after waking up from your rest to go and explore the stairwell in that southern corridor that led down to where you heard the tinkering and clanking of workers. Upon going down these stairs, you had entered the room. Copernicus had brazenly entered the room, probably under the influence, at least a bit, of Wongo, who had taken possession of him.
My new friend.
Yep.
Nobody tells Cappy what to do.
Seems like he's got a lot of people telling him what to do.
Nobody puts Cappy in a corner.
Yeah, and so you guys enter this room. You immediately interrupted. It was one of those "what the fuck are you guys doing down here" kind of moments. You entered the room. 5 tomb dwarves were standing around this. It looks like they had just finished getting this sort of Iron Maiden looking device with. It was a contraption of sorts, and right as you guys entered, they hit the switch. The doors open, billowing steam out, and this let's call it a tomb guardian steps out. And they obviously noticed your presence. You weren't really trying to be stealthy, and they attacked you. From that point on, it's been a pretty gruesome battle. I'd say this combat has kept you guys on your toes up to this point. There's been some backtracking. There was a little bit of fighting in the room. You guys ended up backtracking back into the stairwell. Classic stairwell battle right here going on, ladies and gentlemen. I'm looking at the map now. I'm seeing Copernicus. I'm seeing Zavril taking point. Svitlangi right behind him, and then Irame behind Svitlangi, while Copernicus has been doing this kind of shuffle. He's been moving up, throwing an Eldritch Blast or throwing an attack down, and then moving back down, getting out of the way. Copernicus had taken some necrotic damage. I believe Svitlangi had also taken some permanent hit point damage. Everybody's on the edge, I think, playing the defensive role during this fight, which I think is very smart. Svitlangi, you've got a spiritual weapon still out, beating the hell out of the Tomb Dwarf in the back of the line. They've all kind of filed in. They're trying to get to you. They've got their meatiest guy in the front. You guys have been hacking away at him, mostly missing, but I believe Irame had discovered by using fire against this thing, it had hindered its movement to the point where it gives him disadvantages on attack rolls. So you guys already discovered the weakness. Now, let's get back into it. Let's play it out. Let's see how you guys translate all this into a victory. Right. Just about at the top of round 6, Copernicus. I think we left off with Svitlangi going last. Copernicus, what do you got?
Well, Copernicus is going to slide back up 5 feet and throw his shadow blade down the hallway.
Casted Shade.
Yep. He gets 20 feet on that with advantage. That's a Natty 19.
Righteous.
Natty 19 against who was that against? I'm sorry, the Tomb Guardian, the guy in front? Okay.
Unfortunately, because after 20 feet, I get disadvantage, so I'm just hitting my easy target.
Is it still a Natty 19? Or?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
You got a Natty 19 on a disadvantage?
No.
On an advantage.
Oh.
Would have been disadvantage
after 20 feet.
If I tried to go for the dwarf.
What kind of attack is this?
Jeez.
Melee, ranged?
It's a finesse, light thrown magic weapon.
So, ranged?
Yeah.
It's ranged.
Yeah.
I mean, he's 20 feet away.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And this seems like deja vu.
Give me a 20-sided die.
A 10, right down the middle.
Improvised cover. You do double damage, and you get +2 AC for 1 round.
Ooh, I like it. Double damn. So is this double my number I roll?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. 3d8. 6, 4, 14. Doubled is 28. That is a crit.
28 hold on.
Where did you peg him? Right between the eyeballs?
I feel like this is going
you
right through the
the
neck.
dice.
Oh, roll the dice twice?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's what I thought you were saying.
No. So 14, 21. 21 damage.
It's still
pretty
awesome.
good. Do you
Yeah.
get any bonuses with that?
No, not with this guy. It's just straight 3d8.
Do you get a strength bonus when you throw for damage?
It's a magic weapon, though, so I don't feel like it's... Though I'm throwing it, it's not really like my force of throwing it. I feel like it's...
Guided.
It's getting its power. Right.
It's like a spell.
Right.
Boom, Copernicus, you throw your Shadow Blade. Nasty crit. Sticks right in him. It takes it. It's still alive. Definitely chunks of fucking gore splatter on the Tomb Dwarf behind him and all along these walls with those masks etched in the stone walls. And does that conclude your turn?
That was a bonus action. As my action, can I still do Fairy Fire?
Action, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Fairy Fire down the hallway, starting at the golem. And so those 3 guys, dex saves.
Dex saves, all right.
Why didn't you do Fairy Fire earlier?
First chance I've had to do it.
This is my time.
Yeah.
That gives us advantage, right, if they fail?
Uh-huh.
Sweet.
Advantage on all your attacks on them.
Here we go for the Tomb Guardian up front here. Ooh, that's going to be a 3.
Oh, that's definite.
That's a fail. Fairy Fire on the Tomb Guardian front.
You got a 14 DC.
14, all right.
Yeah.
Tomb Dwarf number 1. He's going to also fail. So the first 2 guys get glowy. All 3 of them, dude. All under
Nice
the
turn.
ripe roll of 6 on the
So-
die.
Copernicus laughs to himself, and then he'll duck back down around the corner, and that'll end his turn.
This bright fluorescent green fairy fire floats all through the hallway, and it just sticks to them, making them incredibly easy targets. Everybody has advantage on attack rolls against them from going forward here. Right, next actor, we're looking at Zavril Dawntracker taking point. You see what's going on. The guy in front, he's looking bloody. What do you got?
Remember, I think our strategy was to keep this guy as a buffer to keep us safe from necrotic damage.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, so if we do end up killing him, we maybe perhaps clear the hall, give ourselves some room
Well, yeah, ideally we'd kill the people behind him.
first. Yeah.
All right, so Zavril's first plan of action is to cast Slayer's Prey on Tomb Dwarf 1.
Is that the one right
is it
behind
already there?
the construct?
Yeah, the
Yes.
one that's not bloodied.
Okay.
All right, Slayer's
All right.
Prey goes out.
In Slayer's Prey, I designate one target creature, takes an extra 1d6 whenever I hit with my first attack per round. So, and then with my actual action, I will whip Tomb Dwarf number 1.
All right, let's see a roll.
Natty 20.
Damn, that's going to be a hit, boys and girls. You heard it here first. Zavril Dawntracker with the whip. Coming in. He's got this Slayer's Prey on it, too. He could do some substantial damage. What do you got?
Really can see the finesse of Zavril's whip as he goes around the Tomb Guardian.
6 damage for the actual whip itself, and then 2 damage for the Slayer's Prey. So a
Right.
total of 8 slashing damage. Normal.
8 normal slashing damage. Okay, you definitely see that it didn't do as much damage as it should have done.
Right.
But yeah.
And that
How
will
many of those
conclude
beers
my
you
turn.
had tonight?
As many as it takes.
All right, next actor, Arame, you're up. Zaves is just getting dealt a poor hand so far these past 10 or so episodes.
Past 79 and a half or so episodes.
Ever since the Assassin Vine.
it just started going downhill from that vine.
Hey, I did really good in the fucking King of
what-
Feathers fight.
What was that, episode 8 or so? The Assassin Vine?
7.
I just imagine if we
yeah.
make it out, Zavril never wanting to be in the jungle again.
Just retires to his villa
Yeah.
in the city.
All right, well.
First ranger ever to go city boy.
So I am tempted. I don't know how bloodied this guardian is, but when I hit him with the fire, at the end of this, will he be at a disadvantage this round already because of the fire, or is that gone now?
It's gone now.
I thought so. I was thinking about throwing just a light fire cantrip at him and hopefully not killing him, so he'd at least have disadvantage to hitting Zavril. But what if I fucking kill him?
I think Zavril would prefer to get hit by him than one of the other
Yes,
guys.
I think so too.
All right. So I will...
And you're going to get advantage on all of them, so.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
so I'm going to go with a good old-fashioned chromatic.
Chromatic.
What shape is it? Oh, there we go. I was like, cube?
A chromatic
chromatic
cube.
square.
Cylinder?
Yeah. Throwing us all for a loop here.
A Taurus. Isn't that the donut?
Yeah. I thought it was like a horseshoe.
I forgot what. I'm
What's
sorry.
the
Can we recap what we learned from Zavril's hunters, or from his?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Let me
resistance.
give you a recap on the resistances
I should have written them down.
of Hunter's perception. I don't know if that's the name of the
Me either. I
ability,
couldn't remember
but
either.
he did it on the Tomb Dwarf, and they're resistant to necrotic, bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from all non-magical attacks that
Okay.
aren't silvered.
That was my thought.
And their condition immunities to exhaustion and poisoned.
All right. So I'm gonna go with the fire chromatic orb. That's like her go-to anyway.
All right.
Irame's go-to at first level. I don't have very many higher level spells left. All right. Fire in the hole. That's a 16,
He gets a roll twice.
You Boyd Crowder.
and that's a 1.
Fire.
Yeah,
in the
Fire
hole.
in the hole. Does a 16 hit? I feel like that's close.
I think
Yes,
it does.
Okay.
16 is a hit. We got some fire orbs coming in.
Ah.
Fire.
So many songs. Ooh. 18?
18 of the fire variety.
Which one were you hitting? The one directly behind the Guardian?
Yes.
Or the further? Okay.
That's a meaty hit.
You got him bloodied with as the flame envelops him. He screams out in this. It's not even a scream. It's like a horse, like, and like tomb dust comes out of his mouth through the flame. And does that conclude the turn of Irame Finvain?
Knights.
It does. Am I block? Can Svitlongi get around me? Am I blocking her
She can
in?
get
No.
around you at
Okay.
a movement cost of double.
Okay. All right then. Yeah. That's. I'll stand ground.
Tomb Dwarf number 2 can't get in, but he's got his trusty crossbow in hand.
I should have moved.
2 bolts.
I forgot
should've.
they had. Forgot about those.
Yeah.
I just remembered the axe.
I forgot about the crossbows, too.
Irame, you got a bolt coming at you.
Oh, man.
Max damage.
It's just dripping with necrotic.
Oh, no, that was
damage.
Natty 17, that's going to be a hit if I
it's
ever
not.
seen one.
No, the crossbows didn't do.
Oh, it's got
it's a natty 17. Yeah, that's a hit.
a
Sorry.
Natty 17, so it's going to be, 21 armor class.
Yes. Yeah.
And
My armor class is beastie now that I've got all these magical.
I know, it's
shits
higher
on
than
me.
mine, and I have
Ah.
a breastplate on.
It's definitely higher than mine too, and I'm on
I mean,
the
that's
front
all
line.
I'm wearing, but
and that's going to be 5 piercing damage to Irame. That's bringing you to, 11 wounds?
Yes.
All right, and the second crossbow zings through the line again.
I imagine Irame got hit with a crossbow last episode.
Irame again.
Fucking
Wow.
pincushion right now.
You certainly are. All right, and this is going to hit you for... Actually, I'm sorry.
I'm getting hit again.
It's going to be an armor class 21, 20...
Oh yeah, they fired
oh yeah,
twice.
you're getting hit again.
Fuck me.
And that's going to be for 8 piercing damage.
God.
Yeah, and
Irame's
so another
fucked up.
8 on Irame. That brings her up to 19 wounds out of 25 max hit points.
You'll see Irame almost. You see her knees buckle a little bit with that second hit.
Yeah, now this guy, he's like not even really aiming. He's just like blasting down the blasting up the stairs, and it just so happens they both hit you.
Yeah,
he's
you're
just
gonna
trying to hit any one of you.
See-
Ricocheting off the wall.
Yeah.
I literally rolled to hit for all 3 of you, and you just were unlucky.
You're gonna see her knees buckle, and maybe she leans her shoulder.
Yeah, I could see this frail little elf like getting struck by a high velocity crossbow bolt.
All right, and then that brings us to the Tomb Guardian next, the big bastard. Wow, all right. He's got Zavril right in front of Zavril. You are about to get
I
a double
really wanted to
slam.
hit him with that disadvantage again.
Yeah, in case you don't remember from the last episode, we have everybody's in a hallway, so we're all kind of in a line. And we have Zavril and the Tomb Guardian squared off in the center. And then behind the Tomb Guardian are the two dwarfs. And behind Zavril is Svitlangi, Irame, and then Copernicus.
Behind every great man
Zaves does a
is a snake woman.
Zaves does a 16 hit you with
Yes.
that first slam? It does hit you. Okay, let's resolve the damage from this slam attack on Zaves. All right, we're looking at 17 bludgeoning damage with
Holy
that first.
shit!
Jesus.
Fuck.
Where was the disadvantage on that?
I know.
Wait.
It didn't have it. I decided not to hit it with
yeah,
fire.
that's right. Ooh.
You talked her out of it.
You did. Good job, guys.
Second slam at you, Zaves.
Is this a grand slam?
Natty 20. Oh my
Fuck.
god.
Oh,
it's so
Seven
bad.
to hit.
Oh
Zaves
my
is eating at Denny's
tonight. And that's going to be an additional.
Oh,
I'm unconscious.
fuck.
Oh, wait. That wasn't a crit, was it? I got to get 19 to crit.
No, so it's 13.
So it's 13 plus 4,
17.
right? 17 and another 17 fucking damage.
Jesus.
So what was that total? 34 damage?
Oh my
That'll
god.
wake you
Wow.
up.
At least it wasn't permanent.
What's your hit points down, Nuka?
3.
Oh.
Hey, that's all you need.
Hopefully this last dwarf doesn't shoot you with
So-
a crossbow.
Everyone sees the Tomb Guardian hit me, and Zavril gets staggered back and says Svitlangi,
Yeah.
screaming in pain.
Yeah, this guy just like boom, boom, slams and then comes around again for a second slam, just pummeling Zavril into the steps. Zavril can he's trying to backpedal, but he can't because the steps he's just fumbling
Whoa.
back.
Stay your ground, Hunter.
Zavril's chest is glowing with fairy fire from the fist.
Yeah, I'm picturing like the end of Ninja Scroll when the guy's just headbutting him over and over.
Yeah, exactly.
That's hard to watch.
All right. Next up, we've got the final Tomb Dwarf number 1, who can't get in there again with his life drain, so he's going to fire another round of crossbow bolts.
Is this Timmy?
Ooh, I think it. No, was it Timmy or Richie?
I thought Dick died.
Dick died first. Yeah. All right, let's see who this bolt. The first bolt is going after. Ooh, Zaves.
No.
This could very well be the end of Zavril Dawn Tracker. As the
It
first
could.
Some death saves.
This is your,
Natty 17.
it's your stairway to
That's a
heaven,
hit.
Zaves.
That's
a
a hit
hit.
with the light crossbow. Here it comes. Boom. Max damage, 10 piercing damage,
Oh.
puts Zavril unconscious. Now shit's getting
Oh,
real.
Man.
Second crossbow bolt fires out again.
I imagine Zavril wouldn't, if he falls, wouldn't be included in the, random hitting. It would go over him, right?
Yeah, well, this one's gonna hit Svitlangi with a 4. I've got 3 and 4 for
4 damage?
Svitlangi. Nope. We don't even know if
That's
they hit
who
you
it's
yet.
rolling.
8, 9, 10. Armor class 12, probably.
That is
right?
a miss.
Miss. Okay, so that's his turn. Now top
Breaks on my breastplate.
top around 7. Svitlangi, you're up. Don't forget about your spiritual weapon as well.
I did not forget about my spiritual weapon. And that is going to do 1d8. It has to make an attack, right?
It does have to make an attack.
Okay, so this is attacking the dwarf in the rear.
You're such children.
Probably a miss with a 7. I don't think I've been rolling well
Very
with
good
this.
with the spiritual weapon.
With the
yeah,
spiritual
not
weapon.
at all.
That's a miss. Yep.
There were times in Abyss where it would just be doing jack shit.
You think so?
Yeah.
See, I have
there
a
were times.
different
There were times
memory.
where it was very powerful. Don't get me wrong.
I have a different memory of
There
one.
were times where it was very powerful, but then there were times that it was out, and the whole time it just missed.
So what do we got, Svitlangi? I'm see you looking at
So
your
that
spell
was
cards.
wasn't Svitlangi's action. That just happens. Her action. She's going to start uttering some words again in the ancient primordial, and she lifts her hands and then points at the tomb dwarf right behind the guardian, and she's casting Toll of the Dead. So I want a wisdom saving throw from you.
Wisdom saving throw from Tomb Dwarf number 1.
DC 13.
Can he do it? Natty 20.
God
Damn
it.
It's gonna be
I was gonna.
All right. Does it? Yeah, save negates.
I don't know. Does it?
It does.
Fuck.
In the distance, a bell tolls, then fades away with no effect.
Does it toll for thee? Not this time. That's good. That's Svitlongi's turn. She's going to stay
Okay.
where she's at.
Okay, yep. All right. Copernicus, Hart, you're up.
These fools. And Cappy takes a step back up, chucks his Shadow Blade down, but he's aiming for the dwarf behind the Tomb Guardian. So advantage because it's dim light, disadvantage because it's 25 feet
I forgot
away.
the advantage on my attacks. Oh, no, on my one attack, right?
shit.
Should have been an advantage with the spiritual weapon.
Should we let it go, or
I don't think
retcon?
it's hit yet, so go ahead and take it real quick.
All right, so that's actually a 23.
All right, there you go. There you
Yeah,
go.
we did
So
it.
the one in the rear, max damage.
There we go. That
Alright.
changes
That
it
is,
around a little.
yeah, it does
spiritual
change
weapon
around
gets
a
an
little bit.
advantage?
That's 10.
10 damage. I'll tell
10
you this.
damage.
I'll tell you that was on Tomb Dwarf number 2.
Yep.
All right, so that brings the wounds up to 38 wounds total. He's still up, but I'll tell you what. He was already bloodied, and now he's even more bloodied. So there we go. I believe that
is
was
a good.
full
That
damage,
is a
right?
good question. If the spiritual weapon gets the advantage from fairy fire, but you know,
Yeah,
I think Fairy Fire by definition said all attacks against the creature is at an advantage. I believe is the word.
And so what was your second spell? What was the second thing you did?
the second thing I did was Toll of the Dead. That was not an attack roll. That
Okay.
was a saving throw.
Okay, that's right.
I
And-
wish.
And
got a second chance at that.
What else was I going to say about that? Oh, the type of damage that is magical damage, right? Or holy, or radiant, or force, or something.
Force damage. Yep.
Okay, yeah. So he takes it. He takes the full damage. That was a great. So
Yeah.
what do we got? I think Cappy's up.
Yep.
So
Back to
Cappy
Cappy.
takes his 5-foot step up, chucks the Shadow Blade down. So advantage because it's dim light, disadvantage because he's 25 feet away, advantage again because he's fairy fired.
Okay.
So advantage.
Advantage,
Okay.
right.
How many shadow blades have you thrown?
Ooh, bummer. That is not gonna hit.
What's
That's
your
a 13?
for the which one is that?
So
What were you trying to hit?
I think he said
Dwarf in the middle.
dwarf. So Tomb Dwarf number 1. Going in 3, 2.
I'm gonna give you Ben luck.
Okay.
I'd have to roll high on the D4
Okay.
for you to hit, but you said 13,
Yep.
so I need a 3 or a 4
Why do you need a 3 or 4? I'm sorry.
because I can add a D4 to essentially bless or bane or buff or debuff anybody's any D20 roll, essentially, almost saving
Okay.
throws. And
Yes. That's what I thought it was.
I always look for times to use it, but it's a really hard call. 3.
So now it's a 16 to hit.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you
Nice.
honestly just a 1. Their armor class is 14.
Oh,
Like you-
well,
you're
I
gonna
just
lo-
knew a 16 hit, so I was aiming
Right.
high.
All right.
Sweet.
I definitely
Yeah,
would have used it knowing I was
Irame,
14 now.
you see Copernicus throw his blade. It was almost going to hit, but you
Irame's
see it.
going to turn around and wink at Copernicus.
Awesome.
She just snaps her finger and the blade just alters slightly as it fucking pierces this thing. Oh, let's see some
For,
damage.
9.
9 damage on Tomb Dwarf number 1. That's going to be full damage. Magical.
9 psychic.
9 psychic damage. He's going to take that. Let's see. That's going to put him at 35 total wounds. He's still up. Still bloodied. Even more so bloodied.
And Cappy will slink back down and tell Irame, "Get out of that hallway, Irame. It's a death trap."
Irame was just
You
going
gonna
to
leave me in
nod.
there by myself?
Yeah, all by yourself.
Hey, I'm
I'm
sort of
not
in there.
staying. I'm a fucking pincushion right now.
All right, that was Copernicus's turn. Now we're looking at Zavril Dawntracker. Go ahead and give me a death saving throw.
I'm gonna be snoring out loud.
It echoes in the hallway.
Natty 20. Wow, he's up, right?
Is that
No,
how it
that's
works?
bad.
What?
What?
It's bad that he's up because he can get hit again.
Right, but yeah, but
What would be 19?
19 would be
Right.
an auto
Wouldn't
up.
it be 19 for us or no?
Yeah.
No, yes, no.
oh yeah.
Have we done this before?
We've
No.
never done this before.
We've never hit a 20
So we can
on
make
a-
the rule now. But I mean, I think if we stay consistent with the 19s,
are we
that would
swapping the 19 and 20? Is that it?
For
Yeah.
crit.
For the most
Sure.
part?
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's
Yeah.
just swap it. So, so you got a 19 mechanically.
So you don't want to be up, you just want to be
So you pass.
but you passed. That's good.
Yes, I passed.
Yep.
Passing's good.
So he's got one success. Next up is Irame.
Even with the critical success, I think it just gives you 2 successes, right? He wouldn't have
Yeah.
popped.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, that's right. Okay.
Which would have been nice.
Would have been nice.
Irame,
Eh.
seeing her friend in peril, desperately wants to just pop down there and help him. But something about what's going on right now is making her be even more careful than usual. So she's going to cast and then move out.
Okay. What are you casting?
Another fire chromatic orb at dwarf in the middle.
This is chromatic orbs down to cantrips. Is that a cantrip? Or?
No, it's a first level.
Oh, okay. I need to be rolling on Wild Surge.
Yeah, you forget that a
I
lot.
keep thinking that that's your cantrip.
Oh,
because
I've
you
been
cast it all the time.
withholding. Yeah, I've been
Yeah.
withholding a lot of
Well, I've
spells
got
because we just rested.
Because I've got 4 first levels at this point, so
All right. No, I just caught up on the surge. Nothing happens.
that is a 23 to hit.
On which target? I'm sorry.
Middle dwarf.
Middle dwarf. All right. Let's see some fire damage as the orb explodes, doing splash
Come
damage.
on, take him out.
While it does splash damage, a little piece of fire falls down on Zavril. Zavril, you get another
Death save.
death token.
And that is
Nice.
I can't count.
Looks
I
good from
apologize.
here.
18?
18 damage on Tomb Dwarf number 1. Are you kidding me? All right, hold on.
Are you kidding?
18 fire damage.
Right,
Yeah.
18 fire damage. Oh my god. Let's see. This might be the end of. Oh my god. So the Tomb Dwarf number 1 explodes into flames as it drops to its knees. Battle axe falls. Actually, he's got a crossbow.
More fire gets on Zavril.
The crossbow falls to the floor onto the bottom of the stairs, and he just crumbles down. Stops moving after a little bit. The flame still flickering on its rotting flesh.
All right.
Irame's going to move up to the platform and in the opposite square of.
So you're going to duck around the corner.
I'm going to duck around the corner opposite of Copernicus.
Yep.
So here we go. That was Irame's turn. Tomb Dwarf number 2 is up. He could get in a little closer now. Crossbow got 1 target. Svitlongi, you're getting the brunt.
Yeah, at least it's only one of them.
All right. Here we go.
Irame would have stayed had it not been for the fucking.
First attack is
Wise
going to be
counsel
armor class
from
17.
Copernicus.
Armor class 17 is a hit.
That's a hit.
I will note that it would have missed Irame.
That's going to be 8 total piercing damage for that attack.
Wow.
Ooh. Second bolt is coming in.
That's
Let's
a
see
Yeah,
if
I
it
couldn't
hits.
stay in there. I only had 17.
Oh my god, natty 17. That's going to be
Yeah.
21 a hit.
Oh, God, he's
again.
rolling
Here we
rocks.
go.
You would have missed Irame both times.
I know, right?
So that's another 10 piercing damage
Oh
for
my
a total of 18 this round.
Yeah, if
Svitlongi takes it.
Svitlongi is bloodied for sure.
Bodies on the stairwell, huh?
And now the Tomb Guardian.
Oh,
Oh, fuck. I knew I should have hit him. Should have hit him with a. Should have chanced
No,
it.
because that guy's doing necrotic damage.
Yeah.
You'd rather get knocked out.
you
by
guys
this
will be
guy.
able to take out the next 2 by yourselves. Anyway,
Yes.
Right?
The Tomb Guardian.
We can at least run.
The chance here is for the Tomb Guardian to miss me.
We have advantage, so.
Miss
Well,
you.
both of
Which is
them
really
are
good
bloody.
that we have
Both
advantage.
of them
I
are
mean,
bloody.
he's literally standing on my body.
Yeah, oh, he does not give a fuck about your body,
Yeah.
right? He just like steps.
You're gonna wake up with some bruised balls, son.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Oh!
if he wakes
Just
up
be
at all.
thankful that you're not waking up right now, seeing up this dude's loincloth.
He is a pile of flesh, huh?
Svitlongi, you have got 2 double slam coming at you, hot by this guy, and you have seen firsthand what it's done to Zavril Dawn Tracker. First attack coming up.
Staying on the stairwell.
That's going to be armor
might have
class
been a miscalculation.
14 to hit.
That is a miss.
Missed with the first
Oh,
slam.
This guy's gonna be +7.
Would have hit me.
She
Armor
steps
class 16.
That is a hit.
16. The
No.
second slam hits. Here we go.
Come on, minimum damage.
Man, 14 bludgeoning
Oh.
Enough
damage.
to put Svitlangi down.
By how long?
She had 12
She had
hit
12
points.
hit points left.
When Svitlongi falls, Irame looks to Copernicus and goes, "Must we do everything?"
Really?
Abby's a little bit
What?
more nervous.
They're almost dead, guys. Come on.
Yep.
You can do it.
Yeah, I'm a little nervous too.
All right,
I
guys.
can't
They
take
are
no.
almost
I can't
dead.
take no necro.
The top of round 8. Svitlangi. Death save.
Not yet. Oh, it is. Damn it. The beginning of the new round. Right. 16.
Oh, good. Good.
One success for Svitlangi. Brings us to Copernicus Heart. You see what's... Actually, you don't see what's happening.
Yeah, yeah.
You're around the corner.
So, perception. They're both bloodied. Oh, man.
Shadow step right in between and finish this up.
Cappy the golem hit him.
Not the
All right.
golem.
I'm going to do
Or
the same move.
Sorry, I meant the dwarf.
I'm going to do the, throw the blade at the golem again.
At the golem.
Don't you have like an Eldritch Blast or anything?
The blade's better.
At the top of the stairwell,
3d8 versus 2d10.
Yeah.
any of my higher level spells kind of go straight. So me being at the top of the stairwell, like if I'm only a couple above, I think that we can get away with it. But
No, I'm going to go for the dwarf.
So the spiritual weapon is now gone as well.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
All right, going for the dwarf.
Going for the
At
dwarf.
the bottom of the stairs. Tomb dwarf number 2.
Come on. What do we got?
Oh.
Is that 15 on the die?
it is.
All right, so that's going to be a hit. That's like a 20 to hit.
That's a hit.
Okay.
See some
Kill
damage.
it.
9.
9
psychic
damage is enough to
Yes.
kill the
Yes.
tomb dwarf.
Let the bodies hit the floor.
Irma's
We're already
good.
on the floor.
And then Cappy's going to, the blade hits him, he drops, and the blade disappears. I'm going to take a step back. It's an action to equip my shield, right?
Sure is.
I'm going to use my action to equip my shield.
All right, so you duck back down around the corner
Uh-huh.
and pull out your shield. Get it, fix it on your forearm. And that brings us to Zavril. Give us a death roll. 16, I
Oh.
Damn,
Yes.
nice. That's 2 successes. Irame, you're up.
Take
Irame,
this thing out.
I forget, was fire doing full damage to it, or did it seem like it wasn't doing full damage, but it was slowing it
I think
down?
fire was doing damage.
Yeah, it was giving it disadvantage on attack, too, or something. right?
Yeah. Yep.
Fire was stinking up the place, burning the flesh.
All right. Fairy fire still on. Oh my god, I rolled a 1 and a 2.
Oh, I'm so glad
No.
we don't do failures like in second
Well,
edition.
with the
It'd be a
advantage, she would have
2.
got the 2. But yeah,
Oh.
that's true.
Oh, boy.
Is there anything
It's
you can
standing
do? 'Cause
on
otherwise
top
this
of
guy's
me.
going to get an attack off on us. That's going to hurt.
I'm trying to think. My Tides of Chaos just gives me an advantage.
You already had advantage.
And I already had
so you can't-
advantage, so that's useless. I'm out of my font of magic, and I couldn't quicken it anyway because it was more than a cantrip. So I have a lucky point left where I can re-roll an attack roll. But would that count if I already have advantage?
I'm sorry, what was it?
I have a luck point I can use to
Yeah, it would
re-roll
count.
an attack roll. Would I re-roll at advantage?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll use a luck point and try again. So Irame is going to look at her hand like it didn't work, like she's like a Zippo that didn't catch. And that's a natty 19, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow.
There we go.
We sure that's
Magic
allowed?
point.
Because this makes a pretty big difference now.
Yeah.
Yeah, why
I don't see
wouldn't?
why
Yeah.
it isn't.
This is a magic attack,
Ugh,
right?
I didn't even. Did I say? I didn't say I was going to roll it at second level because I'm an idiot. So it's first level. I intended to too. I brought out 4d8 instead of 3d8.
All right, roll for the effect.
Oh, okay. That's a 6.
A 6. Disarming blast. Maximum damage. DC 15 dex save or drop weapon 1d4 squares away. It's not really carrying a weapon, is
I
it?
think it's just blood
Just
like
fist.
just
It drops his
pounding
loincloth.
us.
Its arm
It
goes
drops his
flying.
loincloth onto
Max-
Zavrel's face.
Max damage, though.
I think what we did last time for natural weapons was just it was out of commission for that many rounds, so
Okay.
he only got one. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
So it's max damage and roll 1d4 for the number of rounds.
Was he gonna survive 24 damage? Isn't that what Max
Yeah.
is?
It
You
is
did
max.
24 damage.
Yep.
Nope, that's enough to kill him. He's got 11 hit points left.
Oh, you're welcome.
Boom, guys.
Stole your line.
You did.
Someone get this bag of flesh off of me.
Yeah, this thing crumbles to the
Collapses
ground,
on
collapses
Zavrel.
on top of Zavrel. You see Zavrel. You can't even see Zavrel. He's engulfed by this massive burnt flesh. You just see his whip kind of hanging out from beneath it.
Do.
What a nasty fight. You still got two characters on the ground dying.
Should we revive Svitlongi and then she can heal Zavrel to save a potion instead of letting them risk the death saves?
Well, Cappy will go down and kind of kick Svitlongi over with his boot. See if she's still breathing. Is there anything I can do to bring her up?
I think.
Or that help?
I think a successful
Well,
medicine check.
Kicking her makes her roll a death save. Or it gives her an automatic failure.
Automatic crit.
I got 18, so a 19.
All right, and I
My
think. Okay, what is? I think the medicine. How does the medicine check work? Does it make it so they wake up after 10 minutes, much like passing the? They wake up with 1 hit point. Someone bring up.
So does it stabilize
That's what it
me,
was.
and then I'll just eventually wake up?
Right. Somebody raise.
But then that means Zavrel would still have to make death saves.
Right.
Yeah.
That's kind
But he's already passed 2.
He is already
Oh,
passed
okay.
2. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Irme's going to kind of stagger to the top of the staircase, holding an arm that an arrow had punctured her shoulder. She's actually bloodied right now, so she's in pretty rough shape, and she's just going to be looking down to see what Cappy's doing.
Irme thinks she's in rough shape. She's so
I
self-centered.
know, right? That's what I was thinking too.
Listen, just because your problems are bigger doesn't mean I'm
yeah,
not
it just
suffering.
stabilizes.
Okay, well then, seeing as the elf is just taking care of herself, I guess Cappy will shake the hunter too, slap him in the face a couple times, plug
Give him
his
some
nose,
mouth-to-mouth. Slow motion.
and that will be a 14 medicine check.
Yeah, I think that'll do it.
Zavrel wakes up
I just binged it.
to drow lips and a drow finger.
Oh,
Just sticking my finger in his mouth.
Ew!
he
Take
was
it-
gathering all the burnt flesh out of there.
He's taking your temperature.
Welcome back to the world of the living. You two almost didn't make it out of that one.
I told the hunter to stay in the fight. I did not want to be a hypocrite.
You know, I do kind of feel like out of character, like fucking Swain's ran the entire fight.
Yeah, he
He
kind of
still
did.
made some good hits, though.
I ran the fight, or
You ran away from the fight.
oh yeah,
He's hiding around the corner the entire time. Has the best AC out of everyone in the party.
I'm not taking necrotic damage.
Yeah, no.
Now Svitlongi could have left me there too when she dimension doored.
Yeah,
I probably would have died
she could have.
or taken like 20 necrotic damage.
She's a nice person.
The pros
Sometimes.
outweighed it, though. The fairy fire and shit.
You guys served your purpose well, and we won the day.
All right, Svitlongi. While we're out of combat, while she's recovering, she wants to throw some healing words at Zavrel and.
I was going to
myself.
cast my spirit.
Oh yeah. Let's do that. Let's do that
Ring
instead.
around the rosy.
Oh, I get 8 hit points.
I guess
back.
we'll have to do that away from the stairs to make it easier
Yeah.
for us to.
I get 8 hit points back from when the
Probably
golem died. I had my
backward
curse on him.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh, cool.
Irme, you
so
hear
I suck
that?
up all the XP.
Irme, you hear the voice of Obalaku again. Did you notice that the only two standing were the ones that had the aid of myself and my most desirable comrade?
Irame will say, the only thing you made me do was hold back from helping my friends when they needed me.
I hold back. Oh, well, very well. Perhaps once we find the rest of my friends, we can finally move on from this place. Things might get a bit easier.
In the meanwhile, we're all taking advantage of Zabril's frog.
Are we going to go back to the restroom, or do we want to do it down at the base of the stairs?
Well,
I think we want to do it at the base of the stairs so that we could explore.
Yeah. Is this, are we going to take like an hour so I can get everything back or no? Because I can short rest and fully get all my spell slots back.
Didn't we figure out if we all moved through the frog that we could...
basically heal up?
How many rounds?
It's 1 minute, so 10 rounds.
10 rounds. Okay, so we get 10 rounds of healing.
Of 1d6.
And what is it? 1d6.
Per round?
Right. Swaney's talking about getting his
Spell
spells
slots.
back, though.
Yeah, I'm completely spent from that.
I'm not completely spent, but almost.
But depending on what's going on in this room, I mean, we're probably going to be here for an hour searching around.
Well, I heal 43 hit points.
There you go.
6. I just got a 6. I never roll that high on heals.
Okay, Svitlongi's max, and it didn't even take 10
Another
rounds.
6! And then a 1. And then a 1.
This frog is the best.
And then a 1.
It's a good out-of-combat support
What the fuck?
spell.
You're not full up yet?
I am now.
You have other d6s you could throw in there, right?
Right? That was 3 1s.
She's rolling one at a time. Right. She has like 10 d6 on the table.
You getting in
Jeremy
on
has
this?
a flair for the dramatic.
Happy?
What's that, Hunter?
I said, you getting in on this?
Yeah, I'll take a breeze through it once. And I'll regain my 3 hit points.
Since he was running away from combat the whole time.
Now that the minute's
Tactically retreating.
up, Irame will start
yeah.
looking at the tables. Starting with the larger table with the 4 Nicky Nackies on it.
Yeah, I mean, I'll just go through the whole room.
All right.
Rummaging through everything, you find within these benches, you discover some tools, a whole bunch of sets of tools. There's 2 sets of thieves' tools, a set of artisans' tools, a set of alchemist supplies, a set of masons' tools, a set of smiths' tools.
Jesus.
And that's it for tools. You notice that
You forgot Cappy.
The rats in the cages, some of them are dead, but for the most part, most of them are alive, and they're just kind of squeaking. They're just normal rats.
Do
Rats
they look
in a
like
cage.
lab rats?
They do look a little like
Despite
lab
all their
rats.
rage, they're still just...
Is there a check I could do to see if any kind of experiments have been done on them?
Yeah, absolutely. A nature check should do the trick.
Oh, that would be
I'd say-
an 11.
11. Yeah, I mean, on a couple of them, you can definitely tell that some of them are sewed up in certain areas. One of them is missing patches of fur here and there. There's definitely
One of them has
experiments
2
going.
heads. You know.
But there's nothing I could do to tell what kind of experiments.
No, they're just like mad scientist experiments.
What's to the north in this room? there?
Hey,
No rhyme or reason.
I mean, they're trying to solve like the whole aging thing that's troubling the world.
There's some stem cell research going on.
Trying to do good in the world, that's all.
We just killed them. They were on the verge.
On a
Right before we
breakthrough.
got here. You know what, boss? Guess what I just discovered? Look at rat number 3.
We cured the death curse.
You're the only one that knows
Come
how to
stumbling
do
in.
boss? Where are you?
Bunch of idiots come down the stairs and wipe them all out.
Hey, they attacked first.
All right. Also, so amongst the wreck, you notice you come across. This catches your eye. All right. It looks like a lantern. All right. And it's emitting a dim moonlight colored glow
Cool.
from inside of it.
Capturing moonbeams
Yep,
over here.
and the design of the lantern is very gothic. It's out of place. It looks like it comes from like another time almost, because at least definitely another part of the world. You haven't seen anything like this in Schult.
Irme's going to use her finger to push her glasses up and bend over a bit to look at it and call maybe Svitlongi over.
Svitlongi will stride on over.
And doing so, kind of requesting aid on a check. What do you make of this, Svitlongi?
An Arcana check.
Ooh, that's a good one for moi. So that's a 23.
23, Irme. As you pick up the lantern and look at it, you notice a little hand against the glass inside appears. And then from that...
Smash it.
From that, a face emerges from inside the cloudy light.
Irme goes, ooh, hello.
And it actually looks like a
You are
tiny...
speaking to this wretched little creature.
It actually looks like a tiny moon elf, female. And she kind of... Her eyes, she's kind of looking around. And then you hear a tiny voice. There's somebody there. I can barely see you.
I can see the moon elf is serving its purpose. What purpose would you serve,
I am a
Miss
moon elf.
Finvey?
Well, I'm a half mother son.
A half moon elf?
Father moon. High elves.
That's
A
quite
crescent
interesting.
moon
I'm a
elf?
crescent moon elf. I'm a waxing gibbous.
I actually feel entertained by this.
Are you trapped?
I have been in here for a very long time. Her voice, a hollow voice, kind of emanates. Doesn't even really sound like it's coming from her mouth, but her mouth is moving, and her voice just kind of wisps around the lantern.
Would you mean us harm if we were to free you?
I think it is a trick. This is not what it appears to be. You see what you want to see, elf.
It is in your nature not to trust. Then she looks back to
These tombs are filled with great horrors, of which we have only begun to realize.
I am more careful now than I have ever been. And she looks back to the lantern and says, I repeat my question. Would you mean us harm if we were to free you?
You return your attention to her, and she's kind of just staring off, and when you speak to her again, she snaps her attention back to you, and she says, the last bearer of this lantern was set to free me. I believe I have been in here for hundreds of years, possibly 1,000 years, but I do not remember. Tell me, what happened to the bearer of this lantern? I have not seen him in days. Or has it been weeks?
I'm afraid we have no idea. We might have just incinerated him.
Her face saddens. Oh. Well, that's most unfortunate. And she fades back into the light.
Well, don't go. What would it take to free you?
Give her a good shake.
Irme will pull the lantern away from Copernicus.
You hear the voice but don't see her. Sadly, I do not know. It was not my quest, but I would benefit from it clearly.
Irme will look around. How big is the lantern? Could I fasten it to my belt, or would I have to...
Yeah, you can hang it off your belt or a backpack or something.
And I'll just say, well, you shall accompany us. And I'll tie her off to my, the belt that my satchel's on.
Svitlongi's going to look at Mr. Dawn Tracker and say, my, how sentimental is your friend.
The hollowed voice returns and it says, the bearer of this lantern belonged to the company of the Yellow Banner. He sought the Eye of Zaltak, thinking that it could free me from this place.
Do any of us know anything about the Eye of Zaltak?
I don't know what she's talking about.
Would I know anything about it?
I don't know. The Svitlongi wouldn't, but I can't remember if you guys heard about it.
Doesn't sound familiar.
Does sound a little familiar to me, but
Not to me. Zoltak?
The Eye of Zoltak, that wasn't brought up from Bag of Nails?
You mean the guy who poisoned?
Yeah,
was
when
too
you guys
long
were
ago.
staying when you were that
I-
night, he was telling you the story of his
my journal's
sick
on the
son.
shelf.
I don't know if I had. I very well could have just like glossed over it and set and left out the name of the artifact he was looking for to find his son.
Lesson for all you gamers out there: keep good notes.
No, yeah. Irame will ask one final question. And you said moon fairy or moon elf? I'm so sorry.
Moon elf.
Okay. I was like, it's so little in there.
It's a pressed ham elf.
Irame will ask, what is your name?
I do not remember my name. It was lost on all the years gone.
Well, since you are of the moon, I shall call you Luna until we learn your real one.
I like that name.
Does it mean something?
Leave it to Irame to do something like that, right?
Makes me feel something, but I'm not sure what.
Arame's a lunatic. Are we done here? Is there more to explore?
Well, was that an altar with like a statue to the north?
That was
That was where the guardian was standing.
The Iron Maiden.
The Iron Maiden.
Oh, okay. And then to the south, all the way down.
Is that a window?
To the south of this room, this rectangular room, to the south of this is a door.
Oh,
And it is a closed door at that.
I think you should investigate, Joe.
I mean, Cappy will check it out. It's not a very good investigator.
Svitlongi will hover nearby. She'll have his back.
Make sure this door isn't painted on first. It's a real door. That's a 9.
You got an assist? I was assisting you. Sorry.
Oh, okay, yeah. Ooh, that's a 17 on the door.
17 on the door.
I was looking to see if it's trapped as
Right,
Cappy would
right.
be worried about.
Right. You hear a voice. Well, it doesn't appear there's any traps on it. What say we check it out?
Go for it, Wongo.
All right, incoming. You feel your hand being tugged.
Ooh, really?
Sounded like you liked it.
Cappy will open the door.
The door opens.
He's not gonna like fling it open. He's slowly open it. Just so you get the right mental image here.
Cautious.
Yeah, that's the right word. Did we take a short rest or no?
No, I mean, I imagine all this happened in the course of like 10 minutes.
All right, got some flavored text.
Nice.
Ooh, take a picture of the map.
I'm doing a snap. I don't know where these are saved to though, so because I just started using this technology.
Yep. No, cool.
So I'll have to dig it out somewhere. All right, so the flavor text for this room, the door opens loudly. No, I'm just kidding. The door opens. 3 archways overlook a circular chamber where a spiral staircase descends into darkness. The staircase walls are lined with unlit torches in iron sconces and set with niches containing moldering humanoid skulls and bones. Alright, so to give a little bit of my own personal description, it's a 5-foot hallway leading in about 15 feet to a central pillar. You see another hall leading eastbound, but also stairs wrapping around, going downward around that center pillar. To the west, however, is another hallway.
Yeah, let's get eyes down these hallways.
All right,
Cappy will do the signal, motioning for Zavril and Svitlongi to take point.
Yeah, Svitlongi is right there with Cappy, so she'll at least move down toward the pillar.
All right, and it does, even though the picture on the map shows a lit torch, but it does say that the torches are unlit. So it is
She
pitch
has
black.
dark vision.
Yeah.
Irme's still wounded, huh?
Well, I didn't
No.
update the tracker.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I wasn't.
Remember she rolled like
Is everybody
7 times?
full?
Oh, yeah.
Is everybody
Same die.
is everybody
No.
full on hit points?
Yes.
Zavril is not. He still has 25 wounds.
Yeah.
Wow.
So Copernicus, you're
Oh, well, I'll throw, while we're messing around, then I'll throw Zavril a heal. A 3rd level healing word.
all right.
Jesus.
I have more 3rd level spells and slots than 2nd level at this moment. So 12. You recover 12 hit points.
All right. Yeah, I mean, I'm almost full. I'm doing good.
All right, so you guys move down to the pillar. I'm going to open up these hallways, and you guys can get a glimpse of what's going on here.
I'm donning my mask, I guess.
Dead end. So to the east it dead ends, and to the west we got another door.
Yeah, each hallway to the east and west goes in about 15 feet. The one to the west ends in a closed door. The one to the east ends in a dead end.
So that we know of.
All right, so there's a dead end on the east and a door on the west and a spiral stairway in the middle. Does anybody
darkness
think that
descend.
that's really a dead end?
Yeah, I don't think so.
What are the clues? Aramay.
Oh, yeah. What was our last batch of
okay,
clues?
sorry. Apologies. The ring is a path to another tomb.
That doesn't seem like it applies.
Well, there's a sort of a ring there. I don't know. Anyway,
I see where you're going with it. Yeah, the circular room. Okay.
the dead abhor the light. Only a jewel can tame the frog. Bow as the dead god, intoned.
Intended. Yeah, man.
No, it's intoned.
Oh, is it?
You illiterate half-elf.
I thought it was intended as well, Copernicus.
Well, that's what my notes say.
Or maybe I'm wrong. And into darkness descends.
Well, I don't think we should go... All right, I'm speaking out of character. Perhaps we should finish exploring this 2nd level before we descend further into the depths.
Is this room not the
I
beginning of
agree.
the 2nd level? Or were we on the 2nd level and descended into this
I am
room?
merely ruling out the descending down into the spiral stairway.
Oh, yeah. I agree.
And there are other stairways from the level above that descend as well. So perhaps we should check for a secret door at the end of the hall and
Do it.
spread out from here.
Yes, I would agree.
If the first clue applies, though, the ring is a path to another tomb. The stairs might not lead to another level, but specifically to another tomb.
I bet you they
think
lead
ring
into
is-
darkness.
I think ring is kind of stretching it for this circular
For the
stairway.
stairwell
Yeah.
staircase? All right.
Could be wrong, but either way, we'll get there eventually.
Eventually, yeah.
All right.
So,
Zavril
anybody want to assist? What was Avril going to do?
was going to start checking for traps as he walked across the hallway
Okay, give me a perception check. Let's see it.
with the -2, correct?
Yep.
Why are you doing that?
No one
Because
else was.
nobody else was.
all right.
I just did the door.
16.
16, you don't notice anything out of the usual, other than, again, in this room, the walls look like there's like human bones, human remains kind of baked into the walls.
Kind of catacombish.
As if, as
Jesus.
if long dead, buried, were like just kind of built into it.
Perhaps
You
the
moved the
builders
heads-
of the tomb.
You moved the headstones, but you didn't move the body.
Who
Perhaps.
has the highest perception?
Poltergeist.
I think I have a decent one, but I'm not sure. No, mine's +3.
Oh, that's better
Pretty
than
good.
Svitlongi's. I can give Airmay an assist while we're looking at the...
Dead end door.
Yeah,
All right, let's see it, guys.
assist. You're assisted.
That's a 21.
21, sure as shit. A little notch in the wall. As you poke your finger in it, little critters scurry out of
Why
it.
did I poke my finger in it?
I was wondering too.
What else are you going to do with it?
What else are you gonna do with a hole? So as you're moving your fingers along, well, because when you're
Oh,
searching
my finger
for trap, your
caught.
finger
Okay.
sinks into it, and little critters scurry out of it. And in doing so, a lever is hit, and the wall slides open, revealing the chamber beyond.
Nice. Nothing like cleaves me or anything, right?
Not yet.
I still definitely picture Erame looking at the wall, finding a hole in there, and just sticking her finger in it.
And then freaking out when critters.
I know, right?
Plugging her iPhone into it. I found a place to charge our iPhones, guys.
Quickly pushing up her glasses.
All right, the door opens up. Behind the secret door, you notice a font, a stone-carved font in the center of this tiny room. Tiny, almost L-shaped room. In the center is a fountain. The pool looks crystal clear and deep. And this is a fountain that takes up 4 squares, but it's low-hanging, so it probably comes up to your waist. And yeah, the fountain's in like a little 10 by 10 room, but then at the end of it, on the opposite side of the room, there's another little nook.
Oh, and the water looks clean, huh? And it's still.
It is a still font.
Is Obalaka talking to you at all? The last fountain we went to, Obalaka warned me not to touch it.
Hasn't said anything yet, but perhaps at the end of that last battle I insulted him.
It takes a lot more than that to insult me, dear. As for information of this fountain, I don't really know what purpose this one.
Does anybody have detect magic?
It's a negative.
Svitlongi will start just looking at it and investigating. Does anybody want to aid her in an Arcana check or
Yes.
something similar?
Irame will look on with her.
I rolled a 1 and a 2. Who did that earlier?
Me.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's terrible.
So no.
It appears to be water.
Very clean.
Svitlongi, you're doing the check?
I did the check, but I only rolled a 2.
That's okay. Well, as you're gazing into the pool, the water begins to swirl.
Whoa.
Eerie light emanates from within, and slowly an image resolves on the water's surface. You see movement. The image itself is moving as if you're looking through another person's eyes, and it's walking through a strange corridor, and here and there you can't hear anything, but along the walls you see massive gears. There's gears and sprockets, as if this place is like a mechanical. The whole place is a machine of sorts, and it's dimly lit by sconce every 20 or so feet, and it's just moving along through this hallway.
What does the person resemble?
You're looking through its eyes.
Oh,
So-
apologies.
But I suppose its hands, when it's walking, you can occasionally catch a glimpse of its hands, perhaps.
Human?
Can I?
And it actually looks not all too different from the creature that came out of the Iron Maiden.
Can I make a wisdom check to try to control the creature that I'm in?
Yeah, go for it.
I mean, instead of just being an observer, I want to see if I could move the creature.
Mm-hmm.
7.
You
I'm
guys-
just testing. I'm just testing the waters.
Right, you guys see Svitlongi concentrating and focusing, between the whole thing, figuring out what's going on, and then also now trying to actually manipulate this image. So Svitlongi, you're trying to control it time and time again. You feel like you're almost there, but you just can't do it. And after, it's hard to say how much time had passed, but after a minute of doing this, the surface of the pool explodes, and a hulking figure wearing plate armor and a bucket helm heaves itself
shit.
up from the water font. And it's initiative.
Jesus.
Oh,
Out
man.
of the frying pan and into the fire.
Yeah, right.
Next time on the Natty19 Podcast.
I feel like this place is kicking our fucking ass.
Well, I'm sorry. What happened?
I was packing up my dice. I didn't quite. There's been audio 2 or 3 anyway.
So, I'm trying to do this from memory, but
Do what?
would you mind sharing your screen
Oh,
or the map at least?
that should do it.
Awesome. I will.
I'm excited to look through
Perfect.
I meant to look. There's like a loft at my parents' house.
that. Ooh,
I
old
might
shit up
have,
in there.
Like books, and I'm hoping Hero Quest.
Okay, wait, you copy?
Yes.
I get
Yeah.
fucking bit in the ass every time. I'll hang on to something for like 5-6 years, throw it away, then the next week.
Next week, yeah, exactly. I've had
I mean,
the
I'm
same thing.
fine.
Yeah.
What's going on?
I held on to that heat sink for 7 fucking years. Why did I throw it away?
Can you guys not hear me?
It breaks my computer.
Yeah. Dude, even shit that, like, I had I still have, but I threw a bunch of shit out of it, but a box of old electronics, you know?
Yep.
And electronics get outdated.
Can
like,
you guys not hear me?
There's connectors in there and wires that
That's
don't
probably my
exist
fault.
anymore.
I'm a pusher. I'm like, go through that stuff.
But
Yeah.
dude, that's the shit you need because then
Yeah.
you get an old
Right.
piece of equipment.
Right, exactly. I was just gonna
Dude, I
say
just
that. I was
saved
like,
myself
and then
with
there was
that.
a time where I'm like, dude, like I had all these wires and now I can't get them.
No, I keep
Yeah.
those. I got all my old RCA wires and shit.
I
like
kept
that.
a lot of like power adapters because they all have different voltage and amp ratings.
I was just gonna say, and you
And
can
if you lose
splice
one, then
them,
you could,
and
like,
yeah.
Yeah.
I did that too.
Mine's
yeah.
definitely art stuff.
Well, it looks like I just dropped connection. Jesus, what's going on there?
There he is.
Ow.
There he is.
Yeah, we all took
Like
me
art
and
supplies.
Chuck.
Yeah, well, like old
Got me.
old
There he
paints that
is.
literally are like the oil is separated. Like
Oh,
they're not,
yeah.
and I'm like, I'll use it for something. No, you fucking won't. Throw it away.
910. Here we go.